Our next guest, D.كاثي Garner, she is the Director of Knowledge, Economy, Innovation. I'm so happy to have you here with me in MBRF podcast.
Thank you.
How was your day?
It's been very exciting, very interesting. Thank you.
Amazing. So I want to start by asking, based on what is the steps that is needed to be taken to prepare from climate crisis?
Particularly in cities?
Yes, particularly in the knowledge cities.
Yeah. The big issue in cities is that up to date, the main issues that have been addressed in relation to cities is about the production of greenhouse gases.
Yeah.
And that is called mitigation. And the proportion of work is being focused on mitigation.
Yeah.
However, as we know from recent IPCC reports, we are not doing well in relation to retaining the climate objectives. And it becomes increasingly important for us to be able to adapt cities to that future, whereby people will suffer from health, people will suffer from unexpected storms, flooding, heat islands, etc. So it's a two-pronged approach. One is to try to reduce the emissions, which is causing the climate change. And secondly, importantly, to understand how your particular city is vulnerable to the effects of climate change, and to try to safeguard the population and build resilience in the city. And knowledge cities, particularly where they can lean into science and really draw on that, can be quite leaders in thinking about this and are better equipped than many cities to actually deal with it.
D.كاثي, how can communities benefit from knowledge development strategy that you yourself is working on?
I think it's really important to see that a knowledge city is not purely about research or knowledge and understanding. It's about looking at the communities that exist in that city, engaging them with the upcoming agendas. We've been hearing lots about artificial intelligence here, and I think many people do not understand that. The advantage of knowledge cities is that you have the ability to create this important dialogue, not only with the city leaders, etc., but with the communities, and engaging them in workshops and exciting innovation sessions that you can really address their problems as much as the city's problems itself.
Because you're hearing it from them.
You're hearing it from the ground, and you're understanding what their challenges are. And then you're able to take that away and see how you can address it at a city level where you have the power maybe to change things, such as greening cities. The big controversial issue in London at the moment is the level of air pollution caused by travel. It's caused a huge political challenge, but the ultra low emissions zone, where people have to pay to drive into London, is set to reduce the pollution for people in that city. And we know that there have been several young people who have died from exposure to that bad air. So these sort of feedback loops in the city are really important.
And D.كaثي, how does, for you, link between the knowledge, statistic, art helps in your work?
Knowledge and statistics are great. They show you the extent of the issues you're dealing with. When you want to really communicate with so many people, art can be a very, very powerful tool. And what I've tried to do in the past is try to link both creativity and art with the underlying technologies, and to show that you can be creative and
That's very true.
and really get those messages across in an understandable way through art and through built on technologies, but through art and how you present it in an easy and accessible way to do it. So it's really very important.
That's beautiful.
And of course, you can also use art to to work in the city landscape and
Sure.
to create an exciting platform for people to
100.
get the messages, to understand what's happening, etc.
That's beautiful. It makes so much sense. And Dr. Kathi, I want to end it by asking you, having all this knowledge initiative, how important it is, like the ones that MBRF doing, having all this knowledge initiative is important for the community.
I think it's vital. I think we're in such a period of massive change,
Yes.
massive change and massive turbulence in society, in cities. And I do believe that we have to understand what is the context that we're experiencing. And if we look at different cities, they have different contexts, different urgencies, different priorities. And that knowledge can be really valuable to allow those cities to, as we've talked about, to adapt, to communicate with their communities. So the work that MBRF are doing, I think, is vital for the future and bringing real understanding to those challenges that we are actually facing.
100%. Exchanging information, sitting, discussing, doing podcasts, and sharing expertise is something amazing and beautiful, and always has a good benefit.
Absolutely, absolutely. We must engage people in that dialogue and take them down that journey with us, but to be able to communicate that and take action where we see issues that are threatening the population.
Taking an action as well. Dr. Kathi, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here in MBRF. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day.
Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And I've learned so much here. So thank you very much. And thank you
so
to
much.
MBRF for inviting me.
Thank you.